Okay, so I seen some comments on Instagram and some DMs talking about my last video that I uploaded, speaking about, hey, if you were with a narcissist, yes, you were once a pick-me or a male-centered female. That is facts. And one thing, I am not victim blaming anyone, okay? Being with a narcissist, you were once under that illusion. You were wearing the rose-colored glasses. That's what I'm talking about. And once you have that awakening and once you have that healing, you start to do self-reflection and start looking within yourself and asking God, like, what was wrong with me? Why would I tolerate? Let me do a deep dive into myself to figure out why, okay? Why? So when you figure that out and you're awake, you start thinking like, oh, this trauma bond. Okay, because I started to idolize that narcissist. That is why I tolerated that disrespect. So when we're in certain situations and we know, well, even if we're under that illusion, that toxic soul tie, that trauma bond, even when we're under those different illusions and stuff to that nature, and everything is spiritual. I'll get into that another time, but everything is spiritual. So when you have when you're under that spiritual warfare because you're dealing with a narcissist, of course you're not in your right mind. So reflecting back, sorry, my video cut off. But anyways, when you heal, or even if you're still in your healing journey, you start to say, wow, I should have loved myself a little bit more instead of tolerating that. That is what I'm saying. I don't understand how people could take that last video that I uploaded and say, oh, you're victim blaming, when we're victims, but we don't have to continue to have that victim mentality and keep feeling sorry for ourselves. We can use our testimonies of what we've been through to help and uplift others. That's all I'm saying. And plus, once you've dealt with the narcissist, you start weeding out all the other toxic people that's in your friends or family out of your life. That's all I'm saying. It's like, okay, another example. You knew something wasn't right. Certain behaviors weren't right. Certain ones, okay? You may not have understood all of it, but you knew certain ones wasn't right. So then you say to yourself, like, why would I tolerate this? Why did I stay? So that's why I said, if you've been with a narcissist, you were once a pick-me or a male-centered female. I'm not victim blaming. I will block you for saying